I am Brooke Jean, and I am a My Rising Tide contest winner. I heard about My Rising Tide through Twitter. I started following them, and I saw that they were holding another contest. I saw that opportunity for me to go into this contest where I could continue pursuing my dreams. Adrenaline rushing through me, preparation so consuming, and yet I keep moving.
You just became like a lioness.
During the day, I am a supervisor at Los Angeles Airport. This is my hometown right here. Am I excited? I'm very excited. Me meeting with Russell Simmons, this is a great opportunity. Russell preaches enlightenment. That is one of the main things I look forward to getting out of the conversation from the Lunch and Learn. This is definitely a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity and an amazing platform by Rising Tide.
Oh, get take a seat, I'm gonna get you mic'd up, Russell. How about you? Ready?
Pleasure to meet you, Uncle Rush. I am a poet. I grew up over here in Los Angeles.
Poet?
A poet. Spoken word artist.
I've been working on that all day today.
Really?
I'm gonna do a huge poetry site. I'm gonna reach out to the poetry world where they can collaborate, and I sit down and you're a poet.
Yeah.
I'm interested to hear your poetry. Why don't you spit something for me?
Okay. Standing at the top of my mountain, 2012 tried to rip the patience out of me. Hesitating my speech until I spoke up and over defeat. Weeks ago, a car crash nearly made me lose my mind. Don't tell me I can't rise to my feet. The pain still lingers in my spine because I redefined my mind to stand upright and grab my destiny by the chains of life.
That's a good one.
Well, thank you. I appreciate this.
You should probably film some of your work and send it to us, and we'll put it up.
Really?
Let's make that our business to make sure that you give me something and I'll promote it. 1 second, we got something, we're in business together, me and you. Hey.
Yes.
What else?
Also, with me winning the grand prize, I did get the $5,000, and yes. And
what are we gonna do with that?
I'm investing it back into a business venture that I'm going to start.
Gold digging for success.
Gold
and
digging
gifts.
Yes,
This is great. The poet's
Thank
intuition.
You. Yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome. This is one of the businesses that
One at a time, sweetheart.
I'm sorry.
I tell people all the time, one business at a time.
One business.
Focus and dedication to one mission, because you're competing with other people. So if you have 10 businesses, you will never beat them. That's how success stories are made, by focus.
Okay.
So it's important to try to limit the amount of new ventures you take on and limit the amount of things that take away from your focus.
What advice would you have for me to continue to approach what I consider you as a mentor, inspirational people?
Persistence is important. Respectful, persistent, helpful. Good givers are great getters, I always say that. So go to people and become a blessing to them. They won't be able to get rid of you. Or if they want to, or if you want to leave, they won't let you.
Right.
You know, a good servant is a great leader, and a great leader is a servant. You got to go to work and play your role so well that they can't live without you. And make the person better. As an assistant to that person, you make them better. Be really good at what you do.
Okay.
No sense in being an intern and doing an adequate job. If you're an intern, you got to turn it up. You got to take over the place. You eat?
We were speaking on meditation and how you have that peace. How would I have inner peace and mix it with my business and personal relationships?
What I said earlier about meditation is like being still is a place to operate from. That clarity is how every creative thing comes to you. This idea of a sunset, wow, everything goes away but the sunset. So you see that beauty and it inspires you. People have so much noise in their mind. It separates them from their potential. If you drove your car and you saw every flower, that's what enlightenment looks like. And a great business person sees what's in front of him more often than not. So it's a spiritual lesson, but it's the basis of any business. The basis of any worldly success is to be awake.
Well, Russell, with you being such an individual, and I love the way that you embody your own style, how would you say I should present myself with my own style to my audience, to people that I potentially want to work with?
I don't think it's a good idea to come in and scare people. right?
With the
come in
crazy
a way,
style.
yeah. I mean, you know, you come in for a creative director, you can look like a creative director.
Right.
You come in for a banker, you can't come in jeans and, you know what I mean? You have to you got to play your role. So try to get in where you fit in.
Okay.
There's no sense in being rebellious for the sake of it and hurting your spirit, your opportunity, your relationship. Go in there clean cut.
Okay.
You know, it's a lot less important that you stand out as a rebel than it is that you stand out as a support system, as a giver, as a contributor. So everybody has to play their role. You know, people talk about being individuals. We are all one. We are connected.
Right.
You know, you have the ability to speak to a lot of different people in a lot of different worlds, realms. You know, find your sameness, your connectivity to other people. Because those people are 99.9% just like you. They have the same aspirations, the same hopes, the same dreams that you have. And you have to be able to focus on that rather than what's different about you and them.
With the poetry, what advice would you say to be taken more seriously as a poet? I feel like being a woman and then being a poet, people kind of look at you like, okay, you're just a writer. Everyone writes. Everyone
doesn't write, and everybody writes something different. You're an individual who's a writer. I can tell you that the internet is a good vehicle because great things sometimes explode out of hand just because they're great. If you're building a buzz, you have enough of a mass that if you write something phenomenal, it will spread no matter what.
The internet is what kind of brought my introduction into poetry. That's where people started saying they liked my stuff and where I was encouraged to start pursuing it professionally.
So you have that tool, but you have additional tool now because that poem that you just spit for me, we're going to put that on all-def digital, right? So there'll be more people who will see it.
Right.
And if they don't love that one, they'll love the next one. A lot of artists make the mistake of thinking they wrote something special and that no one should see it unless they're going to buy it.
Right.
Give it away. Keep giving until they can't live without it. Then you have built a buzz big enough that you can do anything you want. That's how we sell albums all these years. We gave away a single, promoted a single,
Right.
and that became hot. And people would go and buy the whole collection.
Okay. I also asked a question for you in the sense of me being a woman coming out into a male-dominated business, whether it's me focusing on my poetry or me just trying to get my voice heard.
In this world, being a woman is a disadvantage in many cases, and you have to use it as an advantage. In other words, my insight into the hip-hop world was one that they didn't have. So in that way, I was alone expressing something that needed expression. So I was filling a void, a big white space. A woman's perspective is not always valued properly, is that right? So then the woman's perspective is underserved. So there's a hole in the market because men are too silly to see it. So here you come, bam, you are special. And you as a woman, you have to use those kind of examples or experiences that you're gonna have as positive inspiration as opposed to things that hold you back.
And with you having the many business ventures that you have and the businesses you started yourself, what advice do you have for me in successfully launching my own business and maintaining that success?
I think it's important to attract people who are excited about your business, as you are. If you plan on spreading your wings beyond that one business, it's nice to have people who are partners. I always like people to feel invested in my businesses. So my advice is to find someone who loves your business like you love your business. But remember, don't take your eye off the ball, okay?
Well, thank you. I appreciate this. It really was a big inspiration for me.
Namaste.
Namaste.
That means God in me acknowledges the God in you.
Nice. Namaste.
All right. Terrific. Thank you.
Oh, exciting. Thank you. Well, I just completed the Lunch and Learn with Russell. Yeah, this is definitely like the best lunch I've ever had. So the most exciting part out of the meeting is Russell Simmons plans to launch me with his all-def digital. That's definitely like speechless exciting for me. Really, the advice that he gave about me being a woman, being a poet, and being taken seriously in that aspect. He just said, make sure you just keep being yourself. Don't worry about conforming to what is out there. I'm very grateful for Rising Tide to give me the opportunity to have lunch with Russell Simmons and invest in my future and my dreams.
It's awesome. Great. Love it.